Running around is making me dizzy. I have to look away. You're talking too much. You're talking in circles. Relax, we've got all day. And it looks like it's been a while since you have eased your mind. So sit back, enjoy the fire. Who knows what we will find? And you sit and tend to the fire, and I see the horn getting higher. And no matter what the wind may blow, you will always be home.
Good afternoon, I'm Doug. I'm here with the Astute Tourist. Fun to be with, fun to hang out, gonna be a great day.
This is Scott Roby from Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
I'm Nancy Saulnier of Lake Alfred, Florida, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Hi everyone, I'm Jen, aka Jen.Cohen. You're watching the Astute Tourist channel here on YouTube.
My name is Lacey, your Miss Auburn's Outstanding Teen, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Hey all, this is Captain Controversy from Scottsdale, Arizona, also host of Thirsty Thursday Trivia, and you are watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Hump Day, everybody. It is Wednesday, May 22nd. Good morning, as I said, and good evening to those down under.
Good
Welcome in our good friend Sean from the Ducks. Sean and Alana are, Sean is here. His better half is probably getting her beauty rest right now.
Yeah, she is. She deserves it. Hey, cheers, mate.
So do you, mate. Yeah, cheers. Well, we you want to do that now? We can do that now.
Anytime you like, mate. Anytime.
Usually I go through the chat. Why don't we do the chat first?
Let's
I'll run
do
over.
that.
The chat has been it's been on fire here this morning.
It's been humming.
Yes. Actually, Sean's been communicating with folks prior to us going live here. So, but good morning, everybody. Let's say hi to Carol Walters. Good morning,
G'day,
Carol. Real quick, Kenny said that unfortunately, or somebody said for Kenny, unfortunately, Kenny won't be on the screen this morning. He's under the weather.
Yeah. How can you be under the weather?
Yeah, sure, Kenny. You're under the weather. I've used that one before.
How can you be under the weather unless it's raining on you, right? So you can go outside and let it rain on you. Then you'd be under the weather.
Literally under the weather.
Correct.
But Kenny, I hope you feel better. Get better soon, buddy. I know you're with us, so maybe you can type in. I was going to say you could type in the prize amounts, but I don't have a game today, so.
Yeah, no, well, he's actually sitting on the sofa drinking lots of Shirley Temple. That's what it is.
Yeah, is that what they call that these days? Is that what the young kids are calling that?
Well, that's Kenny's virgin stuff, you know. Kenny doesn't drink alcohol, but he'll drink the Shirley Temple.
Good morning to our favorite nurse. Denise is in the house. Good morning, my friend. I'm I'm going to assume, which you know what happens when you do that, but that, which makes it, well, I won't go any further, but I'm going to assume that Denise is at work today. So
She is.
Good morning, Denise.
And
Good
it's
morning.
noisy where she is, but she'll be listening with one ear.
Joe Hupp is here. Good morning. Good evening, Joe. Thank you. Joe
G'day,
is
mate. How you going? Hey, Joe. Glad you went and had a shower. Because we only want you in on clean chats.
That's right. I mean, it's always clean here anyway, right? We try to keep it as clean as we can.
Well, I agree with that statement.
We try.
Yeah, we're very trying. I know.
Getting busy around here. I'll be listening with one ear. Please pray for Kenny. Unfortunately, he won't be on screen. Yeah, absolutely, Kenneth. You feel better. Jeff is here. The Gypsy and the Vanilla Granilla. That's a new one. We're gonna have to make a list of all my bananas that I come up with. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning to you guys. Thanks for coming in. And another happy belated birthday to you and to Denise as well. So
Yep.
Eddie Lugo is in the yo in the house. Oh, you like that? Yeah.
How you doing, Eddie? How's the lovely Mrs. Eddie?
Thanks, buddy.
You know, that
how was
Alice.
Alice?
Clocky's in.
Quick. John Gaylor is here. Good morning, John.
G'day, John.
John. I'm just going to skip right through and get to the people we haven't acknowledged yet. Sharon and Jackson are here. Good morning, Sharon. I hope you're doing
Sharon.
well.
How you doing?
Controversial Cruising is here. Good morning,
Mate,
Scott.
Get your butt up here.
Yeah, he has the link. Let's see. Scott says, Denny. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I had the volume down when I tried to do this earlier. So
Denise.
there we go.
Hello, Denise.
Hello, Denise. And then there's always the wonderful. Oh, I love my little noisemakers. Halfwit is here. Good morning, Halfwit. Thanks for coming in.
Harvey, how you going, buddy?
Coming in.
Now, Harvey Halfwood is in Auckland, New Zealand. So we're around.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I think we have a question about New Zealand in the trivia tomorrow night.
Is it is it the 8th island of Australia? Well, Harvey would say no. Australia is the West Island of New Zealand. So there we go.
I see. So Tasmania, is that the South Island of Australia?
Correct. It's our 7th state.
Daniel Jose is here. Good morning, my friend.
Daniel, how you going, buddy?
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining us, even though Kenneth is under the weather. Kenny is with us, you guys. He's in the background. So Jeff says, tip from a computer. Type the Windows key and the period button to add and search emojis for your text. Very cool. Smack that thumb. That's right. Thank you for that. Let's put that in there, like and share. And if you would, please go over to all of our channels, Sean's and Kenny's and mine. And if Scott would come up, you could do
the same
as well. The Clock family is here. Good morning, Clocky. Good to see you.
Hey, Clocky, how you going, bud?
Ricky and the family are doing well. Let's see. Who have we missed? Just want to get through this quickly. I think I made it.
Scotty's had a bunch of Aussies on his ship. So
are you drinking with them now?
Now, Scotty, I'll tell you what you do. When you have a chance, go to each one of them and ask any of them if they got any Tim Tams, and can you have a Tim Tam slam with them?
And they go good with coffee.
Oh man, like you wouldn't believe.
Right. I watched your wife give a lesson on how to eat a Tim Tam with a cup of coffee.
Kenny did a Tim Tam slam on the cruise.
I've never had one. I'll have to order some.
We'll have to fix that one up when we go on the cruise together, mate.
Well, you know what? You need to let me know of something that's American that you haven't had yet. I know you've been here a couple
Buc-ee's.
times. Buc-ee's, yeah. I unfortunately I can't provide Buc-ee's because I don't have it near me. Joe says, love this new role. I got asked if I felt confident taking on the new role. Thank God I got asked, as I don't like being thrown in the deep end. Sometimes it's good. Both feet, we call that, right? Jumping in with both feet.
Correct.
Get right in there. Kenneth Bird is here. Good morning, Kenneth. Thanks for coming in.
G'day, Kenneth. How you going, buddy?
Speaking of cabin mates, Marjorie Ambrose is here.
Marjorie.
Good morning, Marjorie.
How are you? I had a chat with Marjorie during the week.
Yeah?
It's secret man's business, so I'm not going to tell you what she said to me.
Fine. Be that way. Joe says, Jimmy, you're missing out on these awesome biscuits. They are sweet. I'll have to order some online so I can try them because I can't wait 2 years.
The secret to a Tim Tam Slam is when you get your Tim Tam, you're going to take a bite out of the diagonal corners. Right? Don't bite off too much. Just a little bit. One end in your mouth, one end in the coffee, and suck up the coffee through the biscuit.
It sounds really good.
It is
like,
absolutely.
It sounds like what I would imagine Oreos in a glass of milk would do. To me, that was a favorite of mine as a young lad.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the same.
Yeah, it's not. I plan to bring some awesome Dreamtime Tuka chocolate chip and wattle seed cookies with me when I come down to visit you in Ilana.
Mate, that would be extremely bloody awesome.
How are you, Kenny? We're doing well. I hope you're feeling better, man, or get better soon. They go all gooey and mushy.
They do. The Tim Tam does. When you're sucking in that hot coffee, so now you're getting almost like a mocha taste, right? A chalky coffee. It's
sounds yummy.
It is.
Saying hi to Hope Faith, and I'm going to say hi to Hope Faith as well. Good morning to you. Take good care of our boy. I know you are. All right. Let's do this because we got things to do. We got things to do.
Everybody just do your thing. Wake up. Today's going to be a good day. Wake up. Today's going to be a good day. Wake up. Today's going to be a good day. Wake up. Today's going to be a good.
Wake up, everybody. Today is definitely going to be a good day. Good morning, good evening. If you're starting the day or ending the day, cheers.
Yep. Well, let me just say, it's been an awesome day.
I can't wait. Sean says the day has been great. Every day is a good day, really. If you think about it, your day is what you make of it.
Well, Joe knows what I'm talking about. Tomorrow night will be the culmination of a brilliant life, if it pans out.
Okay. Oh, are you drinking Kahlua? Oh, the lottery. Did you buy your ticket?
Is the Pope a Catholic?
How many did you buy? Did you buy just one number or did you play several?
I always buy the I do it on. We can do it on an app, so I've used the app and bought a ticket. Yes, Joe, it is Kahlua and milk. That's what I'm drinking. You want some,
and I'm
mate?
drinking my usual hot black coffee.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. As you can see, Sean is with us from the Down Under Cruisers. The time, our time has aligned enough. We're down under, and what do you call us? If you're down under, what are we? Up over?
Across the pond.
Across the pond. I like that. Up over. For us that are up over, our clock and our times have aligned so that both of us are somewhat awake at the same time, and we're able to do a live stream. So it's good to have you here, my friend. I
Thank
couldn't
you.
wait
It's been here.
for these days to come. I know for you, these days are warmer for us than they are for you because you're in your autumn now.
Yep.
Or straight from summer into winter. But hey,
no,
look.
no. Excuse me. Global warming. We're going to autumn.
That's right. Global warming. Shed the parka. Shed the hoodie. You don't need that. It's global warming. Put your budgie smuggler on and run the streets.
Sure, at 12 degrees.
At 12 degrees. I guess it's better than 0, isn't it?
Correct.
All right. Well, let's since we're talking about that kind of stuff, let's do the weather. Weather watch now here in New England, the greater New England area, southern New Hampshire, where I'm currently located. We have an air quality alert today. These conditions are expected to last until 11 p.m. This evening. Air quality alert. Let's see. They're predicting unhealthy air quality in the above-mentioned counties. And that's because, Sean, it's going to be close to 90 degrees Fahrenheit today here in New England. Summer has finally shown up. It's done nothing but be cold. So we had fall, winter, fall, and now summer. We skipped right over spring. But the forecast for today, 62 degrees now. Sunny conditions will continue all day. Wind gusts up to 10 miles an hour. Today's temperatures range is from 60 to 87. And of course, these are Fahrenheit. So that's what's happening here. How about you, sir? What's the weather like in your
we had a top of 15 C. It is expected to go down to 5 C overnight, which is freaking freezing. 10, just on 40. We are currently sitting on 12 degrees C with 86% humidity. We had sunrise at 7:19 and sunset at 5:13. Tomorrow, being Thursday, we'll expect 15 degrees as a max and down to 8 overnight. So we're getting cold.
Yeah.
So you want me to take this off? Forget it.
Not until December for you. Not until December.
Yep. So Joe's telling me, be thankful I don't live in Orange or Bathurst. Yeah, I bet they're freaking free. They go into mine. Oh, there we go. He's got figures underneath.
There he goes.
-2 in Orange and 0 in Bathurst. So for us, 0 is your 32 degrees.
Right. So that's freezing.
That's freaking freezing.
Joe, we looked at Dubbo too, Sean and I, before we came up live, and I think, what do we see? 40 degrees Fahrenheit where you are. So really where you're at too.
Yep.
Sharon says 63 degrees, high of 85 in South Georgia today. She'll be staying inside in the AC. Get out there, Sharon. Get in the sun. Get some of that vitamin D.
Sharon, let me tell you that when I step outside of the house in the morning, my voice goes up 3 octaves. Because it's freezing.
You know why it goes up? It's because those little fellas we got there, they climb right up where it's warm.
Oh, that's it.
Makes your voice go high.
Exactly. And if it gets any colder, we'll be freezing the brass balls of the monkey, right?
Right. Tell us what that is. Where does that comment stem from?
It's an old shipping term, and we had Captain Bye-Bye was the captain on board our Princess cruise ship at the time, and he explained to us what all these shipping terms mean. So in the days of when you had the gunships going, they would have the brass balls for the cannons. Those brass balls would sit on a tray that would be specially made. That tray was called the monkey, And if it got too cold, those balls would actually fall off because that carriage would actually shrink in the cold. So that's where that term came from, an old shipping term.
Ah, just like something else I know that shrinks in the cold.
Don't get
I was
personal.
in the pool. I was in the pool. I swear.
Okay.
Joe, are you going on the rock and roll tribute cruise?
Be nice if he was.
Well, I see Marjorie says, I can't wait to meet and party in Orlando with you. Joe,
He
are
said
you
something
going on the
further
cruise?
up, which I didn't quite get.
Above that?
Yeah, but higher up.
I'll be swimming with the dolphins there. That one?
Bit higher up. Just before when we started talking about Orange and Bathurst.
Oh, right
in
here.
that comment before there. And also we got Stelinia in Stilnia is here. So welcome aboard, Stelinia.
Hey, my friend, welcome in. Let's see. What is he saying? That's in the planning stages at the moment. Oh, okay. So he won't be on the cruise. He's going in a year or two after that. Gotcha. All right.
Yep.
But we would love to have a cruise, Joe. There's plenty of room.
Yep. Come on down.
Wavy and rocky in the Pacific, the open Pacific on the back, on the way back to San Fran. All right, let's do this then, since we're talking about Scott. Let's hey Scott, let's do this. It's Ship Mapper or Cruise Mapper. Have you seen this website?
Yeah, I haven't played it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So here's that's the Luminosa. Wow, you can get out on the bow, Scott. The Luminosa's right ahead of you. Here it is, the Carnival Miracle. That's where our friend Scott is. He's presently off the coast of Calvert Island, Hunter Island.
Looks like the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, he's off the coast of Alaska for sure. It looks like. Look at that. Yeah, so he's right here. Yeah, he's heading back down to San Fran, which looks like they're going here. Yep, that's where they're headed. So Scott, you still got another day or so, another day at sea today,
and then he's off.
And then it's
that's me, is what he says.
Cruise. All right, that is you, my friend. Where are you? Are you going to come up on the panel today? Come on.
He's too embarrassed.
Are you in your PJs?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he's in his PJs or his budgie smugglers, but hey, you know what? As Denise says, there was shrinkage.
There was shrinkage. Oh, yes, indeed. 2 more sea days. Okay. Well, that's cool. I don't want to sell you short, my friend. So enjoy it. Most Pacific cruises tend to be rough on sea days. I'll tell you that last cruise, and Denise certainly can attest. We had a rough night, man. I'll tell you.
There is a good reason why the sea days are usually rougher, but I'm not going to go there.
I think I know what you're saying. I do. Good morning to Nick P. Nick is in Canada on a passenger train that's currently passing through Alberta. Well, I'm looking up. I'm waving up to you in Canada. He's just north of us here. So hey, we saw that.
Nick, let me just tell you, keep those videos coming, mate. They are absolutely exquisite. I was scared for you, but I just love that train that's driverless in Toronto. Absolutely fantastic.
Driverless train. That's crazy. Good morning. Canadian Fisher Musician is here. How are you, my friend? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you and your wife are doing fantastic. This guy's an incredible guitar player and fisherman. You got to get over to his channel and check him out if you haven't seen him. Nick says, this train is full of people from Australia. So, of course, I made new friends in the land down under. There you go.
Well, you see what happens when you put on a train that us Aussies like to go and see occasionally?
Yep.
Scott
I'm in
is
bed with my
his
snoring
snoring
roommate, and I do not have June and Brady's Wi-Fi today, so I can't go roam. All right, buddy, no worries. Maybe, well, tomorrow night you'll be able to catch, hopefully be able to catch Scott and I for Thirsty Thursday travel trivia and virtual cocktail hour. When I came up, I stole June and Brady's Wi-Fi. My roommate has our room on all Wi-Fi. He's a IT guy, so LOL. Only when I'm in my room do I have super fast Wi-Fi. Got it. Still in you? We said good morning to you, my friend. I don't know. I need to figure that out. Doing great. Just sitting in the parking lot waiting for my boss. Always fun. I thought you were going to say you're sitting in the parking lot waiting to go fishing.
I was asking a Canadian fishing musician, what's her name? My boss is sitting in the other room.
Oh, what's her name? It took me a minute to pick up on that. Marjorie's saying good morning to Hope Faith. Thank you for taking care of Kenny. I hope that you drink lots of tea and fluids. Any friends of Kenny is a friend of mine. That is very true, Marjorie.
Absolutely.
Joe says he's going to head over and subscribe to your channel, to the Fishing Musician, which is awesome. He's got a great channel. Like I said, if you like music and you like fishing, get on over there. He does some good stuff. A couple in the room across from me who are from Perth, which of course is the world's most isolated capital city.
It is.
It's
right in the middle of Western Australia.
I have Wi-Fi for TTT. Already asked them. Right on, buddy. Good. Let's see. I went fishing all weekend up in Burleigh Falls, Ontario. And you're Rick, right? And forgive me if I got it wrong, but I think the Canadian is Rick. One of many Canadians that we know. Stillinya is, I already said good morning to him. I mean, I could steal it, just don't know Brady's folio number. I know his birthday, though. Oh, Rich. Okay, very good. Right on. I knew. Okay. All right. So there we go. Well, there's we can pull this out of here now. We just wanted to go and see where Scott had such a great day. Today, I took out the rock and roll cover Argentina band for drinks and food today, all 5 of them. They're amazing, called the Tuscan Band. Cool. Very cool.
Tucson Band or Tuscan? Tucson, I think.
What? I'm sorry, what is it?
They're amazing, called you said Tuscan, I was thinking Tucson.
Tucson?
Right?
Yeah, Tucson.
What do I know? I'm only an Aussie. Seriously.
I've been trying to articulate the English language for 60 years now, and I still haven't succeeded. So,
yeah, well, I got 3 years up on you, and I still haven't got it right. I mean, English is the only language I know where you can have the same word with 5 different spellings and 6 different meanings.
Right? It's a great language, but it's messed up.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend that's been in New Zealand, Australia, Fiji the last 3 weeks. She'll be back in a few days. Can't wait to see pictures. Fiji, man. Denise. Fiji. That's where I need
Denise. I've been to all those 3 places.
I do okay with some people's names. Some people I kill.
Ilana has an absolute ball. I was right, Tucson. Ilana has an absolute ball when she sees me because she'll introduce me to the students. And by the time I've gone up the stairs to take the training course, I have no clue what their name is.
Yeah.
I remember faces. I can tell you what you were wearing 3 years ago, but God forbid you ask me their name.
Right. I'm the same way. And I'll have people. So being in the fire service, I meet a lot of people on a daily basis. And being a musician, I meet a lot of people. You know, because when you perform, you're at a bar or something, and people, hey, great set, you know, really, what are you playing? Oh, I like your amp or whatever, right? Well, then in the future, I'll be at a supermarket or somewhere, and someone will be like, "Hey, Jimmy, how's it going? It's good to see you again." And I'll be like, "Hey, you." Good,
Mate, that's
yeah,
me
good
in
to
the class.
see you. I have no clue who that is.
That's
So.
that's me in the class.
Yep.
Call the ambulance, please.
Right.
Yep.
Jimmy is his name. Right on. That is my name. It's a
Now,
great name.
now, Scotty, I got to ask you a question. That Tucson, is that Tucson, Arizona? Just asking.
So. Yeah. She's from Mississippi. And she went all the way to Fiji. I want to go to Fiji.
When you could have come, if you would have come down this year, next year. But hey, we'll have to make it another time.
Wait till I retire.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Then I'll come and I'll never leave.
We don't mind. I need trainers.
Yeah, but you have winter there. Do they have winter in Fiji?
Yeah, but wait a minute. Our winter, we don't have that white stuff. That's the stuff you don't like.
It's the cold. It's all of that.
You're gonna come down here. You're gonna look at that and you're gonna go, "You call this cold? This isn't cold. It doesn't even get below 0 degrees Fahrenheit."
It gets minus 30
minus
wind chills
2 or 3 C.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
That's not even
minus 2 Fahrenheit is flipping cold.
Freaking cold. Minus 2 C is just cold.
There you go, Rich. You'll never forget it now. Yep, Jimi Hendrix. Exactly. I don't like the cold, mate. I don't like it. It's the cold. I need to be
then go live up.
There you go. Patriot Pete. You remembered that, huh?
I tell you what you do. You go stay somewhere like where Joe is, or even a little bit further north.
Yeah. Is it more mild in that area?
Yeah. Especially when you get to Queensland.
So let me ask you this, Sean. So the further north you go,
the warmer it gets.
It gets warmer. Okay. So it's kind
of like your Florida.
Because the equator is north of you, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. It's all starting to make sense now. We go south close to the equator, it gets warmer. You go north close to the equator.
Correct.
That's
Why
just
don't we
an
just all
inside
stay
joke.
on the equator? It'll be much.
Say again?
I said, why don't we just go and stay on the equator? It'll be much warmer then.
Are there any land masses that are directly over the? Well, yeah, Africa, right?
Yeah, there are.
Is Africa? Yeah.
Africa and also parts of Asia.
Oh, speaking of Africa, tomorrow you have to be in Thirsty Thursday tomorrow, if you can.
Oh, do I?
I know you may be working, but
yeah, what time?
So it's 7 p.m. our time, so that's 9 p.m. It'll be 9 a.m. So you'll be at work.
Oh, 9 a.m. I can sneak in. All I got to do is a delivery. You probably get me in the car.
I think there's a question in the trivia on South Africa.
Okay.
That's why I thought of you. So let's see. Where are we going here? I've met Sean on Radio Jonesy's show. Yes. How is Jonesy? We haven't seen him in a while.
Jonesy's good. He put on a show earlier on. I had a quick look at it.
Right on. Yeah, Jonesy's a good man.
Yeah, Darwin stays hot all the time.
I like that.
But it's a humid heat.
So Fiji's north of you then?
Correct.
See, that's why they don't have winter there.
Correct.
You'll be happy to know, Jimmy, I've eaten 9 bowls of clam chowder, one every day from the Seafood Shack here on board. $5 plus $2 tip for the best chowder carnival offers. Very good. It's still not New England. Sorry. Oh, I passed right over Mr. Bell. Good morning, Bell.
G'day,
Thanks
Bill. How you going, buddy? Nice to have you here.
Friend. Bill, are you going to come on the rock and roll cruise with us?
Oh, yeah, Bill, you got to please, you got to come on board.
I would love to have Bill come with us. Bill's a
Yeah.
fantastic guy. I met him in October. He's awesome. He needs to be on that cruise with us.
Bill's intelligent. You know why? Because he's actually been on a ship that goes out of Australia.
That makes him intelligent.
Of course he is, because he spent some time in Brizzy. He went down to Australia Zoo, and then he jumped on the cruise ship and sailed all the way back to Seattle, and then I think Alaska as well. So,
Rich, thanks for coming in, my friend. I appreciate it. Tell your lovely wife I said hello, and we'll see you somewhere on YouTube.
Yep.
So
take care, mate.
enjoy your day at work.
Nice to see you.
All right. So where are we at? We did
So
that.
what's this?
Say again?
Scott was saying somebody is the record holder of the most clam chowder eaten on one cruise. Oh, no, that was Joe.
Oh, okay.
Joe said to Scott that he is the record holder of the most clam chowder eaten on one cruise.
Scott, come back home. And you know what I mean when I say home, because he's basically from this area.
Mm-hmm.
Come back home and I'll take you to Maine. We'll take the RV to Maine. We'll spend a nice long weekend up there, and I'll give you some real clam chowder. We'll show you the real stuff.
I have to try some.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, best seafood in the world here. I know I'm a little bit biased, but that's it. I usually do sushi on Carnival, but the chowder, I think, is better. All right, cool. All right, so let's we did the weather. Oh no, we started doing the weather, but we haven't
quite
everybody else's weather
properly. G'day, Najuma. Welcome aboard.
Hi, Najuma. What time is it? All right, yeah. Let's do we already did the weather. Hell with it. We're not gonna do it. Let's do a little history. What do you think?
Oh, please.
Let's do a little history. This week in history. This week in history is brought to you by the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise sailing on the Norwegian Joy, November 29th through December 6th, 2025. This is a YouTube group cruise. The Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise. It's going to benefit Helping Hands for Cruising. It is going to be a fantastic, fun cruise of the century. And we'll talk about it after we do some history. But today on this day, we're going to turn the hands of the Wayback Machine all the way back to the year 1813, where German dramatic composer Richard Wagner, whose operas and music Kill the Rabbit, Kill the Rat, sorry, whose operas and music had a revolutionary influence on the course of Western music, was born in Leipzig. You know what I'm talking about, right? What I'm referencing?
Oh, yeah, but I'm trying to be quiet there.
Does anyone know Bugs Bunny? Anyway, in 1844, American painter Mary Cassatt, who was especially known for her impressionist works of the intimate lives of contemporary women, was born in Allegheny City, Pennsylvania. In 1849, future U.S. President Abraham Lincoln was granted a patent for a boat lifting device. He was the only U.S. president to have a patent. In 1885, French poet, novelist, and dramatist Victor Hugo, who was the most important of the French Romantic writers, died at the age of 83.
Wow.
In 1939, Adolf Hitler of Germany and Benito Mussolini of Italy signed the Pact of Steel, a full military and political alliance between countries. And how'd that work out for them?
Yeah, real good.
Yep. Thank goodness. Didn't work out.
Agreed.
In 1942, Mexico entered World War II by declaring war on Germany, Italy, and Japan. Good for Mexico. Good for them. In 1960, one of the largest earthquakes on record struck the southern coast of Chile, killing about 5,700 people and creating seismic sea waves that caused death and destruction in distant Pacific coastal areas, notably Japan and Hawaii. In 1972, Richard Nixon, I am not a crook, arrived in Moscow, the first visit by a U.S. president to the Soviet Union. You won't have old Tricky Dick to kick around anymore. In 1992, American comedian Johnny Carson, considered by many to be the king of late-night television, made his final appearance as host of The Tonight Show. Did you guys get The Tonight Show there in Australia?
Yeah, we used to get it when we were busy sleeping.
Right. Imagine. In 2011, one of the deadliest tornadoes in U.S. history struck Joplin, Missouri, causing massive damage and killing some 160 people.
When was
the featured event for today? I'm sorry, what's that, John?
When was the earthquake that took out San Fran?
Oh, that may have been before that, before 2011. I remember we were watching, the World Series or something that was on. I want to say in the 90s, but I don't know. Somebody want to look that up? One of our statisticians?
Go on, Joe. Tell me when it happened.
Yeah, when was the big, not the one in 1908 or whatever, the more contemporary one.
Yeah.
And then the featured event on this day in history, May 22nd, in the year 337, Roman Emperor Constantine I is baptized. On this day in 337, Constantine the Great, who had practiced Christianity since his youth and sparked its growth into a world religion, became, on his deathbed, the first Roman emperor to be baptized in the Christian church.
Wow.
So there you go. That's what's happening in history today. This week in history. All right. And since we're doing that, and it is sponsored by, we're going to play this video for you all.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell?
There you have it. Thank you to my moderators too, or some of our moderators for keeping a good eye on the chat. We appreciate you. There you go. It was you. Good. I was about to do it, but thank you.
Yeah.
So there you go. Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. Sean, why don't you give us a brief synopsis of what you guys are about and what we're going to be doing?
I'd love to do that, but there's a couple of people I need to say good day to first because they've been in for a while. Manola, welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to see you in there.
Really?
Also, Joe's headed off to bed, so good night, mate. Have a good sleep. Hope everything is well with you and Mum. All right. Helping Hands for Cruising. So this cruise is actually going to be an amazing cruise because what it's going to do is we're booking out 200 of those cabins. And on those 200 cabins there, what we're doing is we're getting as many people to come on board because we've got 2 tribute bands. You saw there the Who's Who, which was tribute for the Who. And then we also had Echoes of Pompeii, which is tribute for Pink Floyd. And I don't know if you guys heard in the background there, but Jimmy was doing a very good rendition of harmonizing there some of the music.
Did you hear that? Did you?
I did because you beat me to it. The only thing you did was mute me. Otherwise, I would have been doing it as well.
I didn't mute you.
Well, it mutes automatically when. Oh. Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's why EV Max. That's it.
I do have the ability to mute you. Hi, Billy. Good night, Joe.
Yeah. But what I'm saying to you is that we want as many people on board that cruise ship because basically what it means is that you come on board, you buy your fare. A proportion of that fare is tax deductible to you because it is a tax deductible experience. But more importantly, Helping Hands for Cruising is a registered 501c3. So as a result, any funds that we make go straight back into the charity. We want to get as many people on board cruise ships as we can. And young Kenny in the background there is the one that is the most amazing because Kenny was our first recipient.
That's right.
And by the way, talking about Kenny, if Hope Faith is saying that there's a public announcement coming soon.
I saw that. It wasn't.
I think Kenny is seriously considering being pregnant. I mean, you know,
I thought Kenny was seriously thinking about going into the priesthood.
Yeah, well, I did too, but motor mechanics and priesthood don't fit.
Right. Yeah.
Because you can. Well, okay. Yeah. No. Let's get back to the cruise. So we've got Echoes of Pompeii and Who's Who, as well as Mr. Funny Man. The cruise is going to be 7 days. We're leaving out of Port Canaveral, and we're headed to Puerto Plata, Tortola, St. Martin, and then up to Grand
St. Thomas.
St. Thomas. Always do that. We're going to see 2 virgins. One, the British Virgin, and the other one, the US Virgin. So
Tortola,
that fixes that one up.
And St.
Tortola
Thomas
being the British and St. Thomas being the American. So we're going to have an absolute amount of fun. And we're going to be exposed to all sorts of things. There's going to be the very first inaugural Helping Hands for Cruising F125 competition going on. And that's going to be absolutely brilliant, folks. Guys, come on, enjoy it. Come enjoy the time with us. Get to learn some of the people that are going on board. We will have Scott from Controversial Cruising on board that cruise ship. Kenneth Oakes will be on that cruise. Marjorie Ambrose will be there. Mr. Jimmy and his gorgeous wife, Colleen, will be on there, the astute tourist. The Ducks will be on there. Also, Jonesy will actually be on board that cruise as well.
Can't wait
Just
for
to
that.
name a few creators. So there will be a bucket load of people on board, folks. And you'll have some special time to actually see, be able to spend time with the band members and have a chat with them and all that sort of stuff. The fare includes Wi-Fi. It includes a drinks package. And depending on which cabin you go in will determine whether you have 1 or 2 nights at a specialty restaurant. You know what? We're just going to have so much fun. Opportunity to actually get in touch with that Ricky Rocker dude and beat the crap out of him for all the stuff he's done down under. But you know what? We will have an amazing time, I believe. And I cannot wait to throw my arms around a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I have coined this or dubbed this the cruise of the century. I really think it's going to be. I don't know if... I'm sorry, what's that?
It's been taken as such.
Yeah.
The cruise of the century.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I've said that is because I don't know if there'll be another cruise. There'll be other group cruises, but I don't know if any other one is going to be, we'll be able to compare to this one. This one's going to be fantastic. All your port, your gratuities, your port fees are going to be taken care of. You're going to get the premium drink package. You're going to get, like Sean said, depending on whether you get an inside or ocean view versus balcony and a mini suite. And I think the mini suites are all gone, but a balcony. You'll get either 1 or 2 specialty dinings. There's going to be all kinds of swag. If you're part of our group, you're going to get VIP seating for the concerts. You're going to get to meet the band. You'll get to maybe beat up Ricky Rocker. I don't know. I don't even know this guy. So
no, none of us do. He just appears.
He'll be there. I don't know. I'm hearing rumors it could be somebody famous too that we may know who it is as a musician, but I don't know. So anyway, you'll get to meet him when we go to Stirrup Key. There'll be a private concert just for our group. Music provided by Mr. Funnyman, one of the top GB bands in the country, or if not the world. It's just going to be a lot of fun. And not to mention just the ship itself, and like Sean said, the F1 competition and the excursions and that. It's just this is the one. If you're going to go on a group cruise, this is the one to go on.
Absolutely. And we're going to have also young Mr. Eddie Lugo on board that cruise, so it's going to be good fun as well. I can't wait to stir him, and he can't wait to stir me. All we need now to close the circuit is actually getting people like, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that you're going to get to meet Sean and Kenny and Cindy and Bruce and Eddie Lugo and, all of your favorite YouTube. Yeah, Jimmy. Hey, whoever he is. I'm putting up the link for tributebandcruise.com. That is the website where you can go and get all of the information, the news that you need on this cruise, cruise news you need. Down in the Chiron is the number for Ocean Travel. They are the contact, folks. Give Bruce, Cindy, and the folks over at Ocean to Ocean Travel a call and reserve your spot now.
Yep.
Also, I want to say that this is a charity cruise. So don't forget Helping Hands for Cruising.org. If you can come on the cruise, or if you can't, please donate. No amount is too small.
Just a heads up, just before the cruise, we're having a meetup in Port Canaveral. If you can't make the cruise, guys, come spend a weekend or whatever, come down and meet us up at the meetup. And you know what? Your presence would be greatly appreciated, as well as your presence on the 2 PayPal accounts. So, this one here is for US. This one here is for Aussies. Guys, fork out the bucks. We want to get more people on cruise ships with us.
Yeah. And that's it. I mean, we need to get as many deserving folks that we can. And the only way to do that is by funding. And we can't do it without you. We can't. And like I said, no amount is too small. So give a little, give a lot. We'll take it with open arms and much love, because it's a great cause. So I can't say enough about this, and I hope you guys join us. So all right, so look at the time, Sean. My goodness,
flies when we're having fun, right?
It really does. It really does. What do you got coming up?
So we've got our Helping Hands for Cruising live stream on Tuesday night, or your Tuesday morning. And then this Friday night, your time, 10 p.m., we've got our live again. The lady Ilana and I together having a good time. Yeah, Kenny, we can't wait either. So I think we'll be picking a different place this weekend. I'm not going to tell you where it is because I haven't figured out which place we're going to do yet. But when I do figure it out, we will give you some enlightenment as to the town, or the city, wherever, and where it is, and all that sort of stuff. So you need to pop on in and come spend some time with us on Friday night at 10 p.m. For those of you across the pond, for those on our side of the pond, that'll be midday. Who's Sean? Oh, good on you. Love you too, Eddie. Crawl back in the cheese. So can you put him in timeout for 30 minutes? I mean, 30 seconds. So it's going to be a great time on Friday night. And come in and have a look-see. Join us.
Look at what Marjorie's telling Kenny.
Our room can fit 2 more people. Oh, ooh. Marjorie's planning things.
Marjorie needs to get a date.
Yep.
I hope you have a super weekend too. I'm sorry, super wonderful cruise. Me too. I hope we do.
Yep.
Actually, speaking of cruises, hold on before we get out of here, because
Jimmy, come on.
I have to rub it in every time. Give me a moment. I think it's
at least we do the right thing.
What's that?
At least we do the right thing. We cancel our cruise so we can go on the rock and roll.
Well, this one is coming up in 16. What the heck? 16 days. It's coming up. My cruise on the MSC Magnifica. It's my 60th birthday. Sailing on my birthday. Embarkation is embarkation on my birthday. So the what do they call that party when you leave? On the Lido deck,
sail away party.
Yeah, sail away party. That's going to be my birthday party. I cannot
Woo-hoo!
wait. It's going to be so much fun.
You're going to have only like 3,000 people joining you in your party.
Yeah, I probably won't know anybody, but by the end of the cruise, I bet I'll know some of them. And you'll get to meet some of them too, I'm sure, once we put the thank you, Denise. Yes, sail away. Once we edit the videos and put them up. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. I hope you tomorrow night, Thursday, 7 p.m. EST, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Check out Controversial Cruising, the Captain Controversy, Scott Wolling, and myself tomorrow night for Thirsty Thursday travel trivia and virtual cocktail hour. You can win actual prizes, not like the lame morning cup of coffee show where we just give out virtual points. So you'll actually be able to actually win some really cool stuff. So join us tomorrow night. All right. And then Friday for Kenny and I will be back up for Cup of Joe Live. So there you go. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Don't forget, PMA, Positive Mental Attitude, will save your day. And when I tell you that I'm living proof that it works, just believe me that it does. Go out and make a difference in somebody's day today and every day. All you need to do is smile at somebody and say a kind word, shake a hand, give them a hug if they are so inclined. Everyone has a story, and some stories aren't so good, so you can change somebody's day for the better. Go out and thank a first responder today, the men and ladies of the fire department, the police department, EMS and healthcare workers, and, of course, our nurses. We love our nurses. Thank God for them.
Absolutely.
they make doctors look good, but we know who the
Yep.
real talent is. And then last but not least, our veterans, the men and ladies of the armed forces throughout the world. They're out there in the free world, protecting us and keeping us out of harm's way, protecting our liberties and our freedoms, protecting your country's flag and mine, red, white, and blue, old glory. I love my flag. I love my country. God bless America. God bless all of you. And God bless Kenny and you, Sean.
Thank you.
All right, we'll get out of here. As Kenny would say, if the creek don't rise and the good Lord was willing, we'll be back Friday morning and we'll do this all over again. Sean, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Likewise.
It's always a hoot when we have you in.
It's fun to catch up with my mates.
It's good to always see you and catch up as well. And we'll be back next week together. But look for Sean Friday night. And then on Wednesdays, and say hi to his lovely wife when you see them. So, all right, that's going to do it for me. My name is Jimmy.
My name is Sean.
Peace and love, everybody. We'll see you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Take care.